Welcome back to Film Buffs, and this is the best vampire movies of all time. From Dusk Till Dawn. Now personally, I really like this movie. Not really so much the vampire section of the movie. I prefer the beginning of the movie and mostly probably 75% of the movie. I mean, George Clooney's acting amazing. Even Quentin Tarantino's acting is really good in this movie. And he actually gave himself a proper role other than just kind of slight cameos that he has in his other movies. I mean, as I said, I don't really like the vampires in this movie, but as far as vampire films go, this is one I've watched many times, and I highly recommend it if you're into gangster movies or vampire movies. Van Helsing. Now, as far as vampire movies go, Van Helsing is actually one of the top ones for me. Stylist actors, amazing acting, great set pieces. I loved the fact it was a time period and going back in time and showing the old-fashioned England and old-fashioned Romania, Transylvania. It was beautiful. The vampires were brilliant. I mean, what a performance from Dracula. It's exactly what you want from Dracula, that type of very manly, very masculine, yet kind of sexy type vibe to him. Because in my eyes, Dracula kinda has to be a sexual character. And how can you forget Kate Beckinsale? The Vampire Brides, Igor, the Wolfman. I just found everything about this movie just worked, and it was kind of like that early 2000s type movies where every movie just seemed to be like a hit after a hit. But yeah, I put Van Helsing as up there as one of the top vampire movies.
I am Count Vladislaus Dracula.
The Lost Boys. Now, I absolutely love The Lost Boys. I think it's one of the best movies to come out from the 80s, and I know that there are a lot of movies come out from the 80s, but it's just one of those feel-good movies that I absolutely love, and I definitely watch it every single year around Halloween. I mean, just everything about it, the music, the whole 80s style, the hair, just the bikers, the whole the teen vampire thing that they actually done right in the 80s and they haven't seemed to be able to replicate since. It was just perfect.
How are those maggots? Maggots, Michael. You're eating maggots. How do they taste?
30 Days of Night. Now for me, 30 Days of Night is one of the best vampire movies ever made. Because number one is the only true scary vampire movie that is out there. I mean, I know when I grew up, my father spoke about Nosferatu being scary, and I just kind of found it humorous because the effects weren't really as up to date as what I was used to, and it didn't really capture me as well as it did that target audience. But for me, and I think for our generation, 30 Days of Night was just top-notch vampire movie. I mean, come on, these vampires are absolutely chilling. And also brilliant performances from the actors. Blade. Now, Blade is my favorite vampire movie, not just because it is a Marvel movie or because it started a whole superhero franchise of movies. I mean, I know that there was Batman and Superman before, but Blade was the one that really set off Marvel to go above and beyond. I mean, Wesley Snipes' performance as Blade was perfect. It was as if Blade was written for Wesley Snipes. The vampires in this movie are awesome. I mean, they have that kind of animalistic thing, still quite human looking. You just got the teeth and they're just obsessed with blood. And I just love it. I think everything about it is brilliant. This movie is just brilliant for me. Wesley Snipes' martial arts is just top notch, just perfect for camera. Everything he does looks powerful and looks fast and looks good enough for screen. I don't have really a bad word to say about this movie. Obviously, you do have some of the cheesy acting and the ending isn't as great as the rest of the movie, but I'm just nitpicking here.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
But that's all we've got time for today, guys. What vampire movies are you watching this Halloween season? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.